Hi friends, welcome back to another lesson on Dinas Academy. And in this lesson, we are going to discuss about subject-verb agreement, the rules and the most verb agreement errors. So, without any further delay, let's get down to the topic. Okay, before knowing the rules and the usage of subject-verb agreement, let's understand what is subject-verb agreement. Subject-verb agreement refers to the grammatical concept that the subject of a sentence must match with the main verb of that same sentence. Okay, let's see the different rules that we use for subject-verb agreement. Rule number one, a verb must agree with its subject in number. For example, a book is on the table. The second one, my books are on the table. Here, when we look at both the examples closely, we have used singular verb in the first sentence because the noun in the first sentence, that is subject, is singular, and when we look at the second sentence we have used a plural verb are because the subject books is in plural form. Hence the rule number one is, if the subject is singular, the verb describing its action should be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb should be plural. In general, the verb must agree with its subject in number and person. So let's move on to the rule number two. When two subjects are joined by and, the verb is plural. For example, my friend and his father are in India. The next example, pizza and cauliflower taste great together. In both the examples, we have used plural verbs because the two sentences consist of two subjects and they are joined by the conjunction and hence we use the plural verb. So let's move to the next rule, rule number three. When two singular nouns joined by and refer to the same person or thing, the verb is always singular. For example, the secretary and treasurer has been arrested. The second one, the district magistrate and collector is on leave today. When we look at the two examples closely, we have used and still used the singular verb because here in the sentences we treat two singular nouns separately. So let's move to the next rule, rule number 4. Article the is used only once when the two nouns refer to the same person or thing. If the two nouns refer to two different persons or things, article the is used before each noun. In such cases, the verb will be in the plural form. For example, the secretary and the president have been given warm welcome. Okay, let's move to the next rule, that is rule number 5. If two different singular nouns express one idea, the verb should be in a singular form. For example, bread and milk is good for breakfast. The second one, rice and curry is my favorite dish. In both the example, the idea is expressed with the two different singular nouns and hence singular form of verb is used. So let's move to the next rule, rule number 6. When two singular subjects are practically synonymous, the verb should be in the singular form. For example, the law and order situation in the state is under control. And the second example, peace and prosperity is the need to the day. In both the examples, we have used singular subject because they're practically synonymous to each other. So let's move to the next rule, that is rule number 7. If two singular subjects combined by and are preceded by each or every, the verb should be in the singular. For example, every boy and girl was present in the class yesterday. The next example, every man and every woman has the right to express his or her view. Okay, let's move to the next rule, rule number 8. When the subjects joined by either or neither nor are of two different persons, the verb will agree in person and number with the noun nearest to it. Also, the plural subject must be placed nearest to the verb. For example, either Radha or Rani has done this mischief. Next one, neither Mohini nor Ragini is beautiful. The next one, neither you nor he is to take up this task. Alright, let's move to the next rule, rule number 9. If connectives like with, together with, as well as, accompanied by are used to combine two subjects. The verb agrees with the subject mentioned first. For example, the actress, along with her manager and some friend, is attending the function. The next example, Mr. Ram, accompanied by his wife and children, is arriving tonight by train. When we look at this both the example closely, we have used the singular verb like is and his because the verb agrees with the subject mentioned first. So let's move on to the next rule, rule number 10. When not only but also is used to combine two subjects, the verb agrees with the subject close to it. For example, not only Ram but also his brothers were arrested. Next one, follow daily vocabulary important for all the competitive exams. The next rule is rule number 11. A singular verb is generally used after words denoting an amount, time, money, measurement, weight, volume. For example, 3 weeks is a long vacation. The next one, 2 weeks was all the vacation he got. In both the examples, we have used singular verb because in the sentence we use the words denoting time, money, and measurement. Let's move to the rule number 12. A singular verb is generally used after a collective noun. If the individuals of a group act separately, however, a plural verb must be used. For example, the jury was out an hour only. The second one, the team have received their letters. When we look at both the examples closely, in the first example, we have used singular verb because here it is used generally as a collective noun. Whereas in the second example, we have used the plural verb because in the given example, a group is acting separately, hence we use the plural verb. Let's move on to the last rule, that is rule number 13. Abbreviation and acronyms. Abbreviation and acronyms usually take a singular verb. For example, the country's GDP correlates with its birth rate. The second one, in addition to oil, HNS are a common form of cargo. So guys, that's all in this video. And if you really like the content and the effort we are putting into this channel, please like, share and subscribe our channel to get the notification of all the latest videos right here on YouTube. Thanks for watching.